Welcome to Wednesday, August 7th. I'm meteorologist Don Day, and you're listening to the Day Weather Podcast. Thanks for listening. Today, we're going to talk about the resurgence of subtropical moisture. Satellite photos show moisture coming up out of Arizona, New Mexico into Utah, curving northeast into Wyoming, Colorado, then eventually western South Dakota and Nebraska. High pressure remains anchored over the southern plains. Hot, dry weather in Texas, where the high pressure is centered, will draw moisture in the clockwise spin around that high out of Old Mexico through the desert southwest and into the Rockies. Over the last day, yesterday, that moisture was suppressed somewhat, so we saw very little thunderstorm activity yesterday. But for the next 3 to 5 days, better supplies of moisture coming up from the south and west. Higher humidity air will come up into the region. Now, high pressure is still going to be overhead, so it's still going to be plenty warm, although we'll take a little edge off the heat of the last couple of days. We'll be just a little bit cooler because of the extra humidity in the air and the extra cloud cover from these afternoon and evening showers and storms. As we have mentioned in previous podcasts, the slow movement of these thunderstorms this time of year lends itself to some heavy rain-producing thunderstorms, and that's something over the next 3 to 4 days we need to keep an eye out on. Some severe thunderstorms with heavy rain, strong gusty winds, and hail will be a concern. This will be especially true east of the Continental Divide. Some folks have made reference to a little bit of haziness in the air. We do have a little bit of forest fire activity upwind in Idaho, portions of Nevada, and Utah. It's not a lot of fire activity. It's been a very quiet fire season, knock on wood. But we're getting a little bit of smoke and haze from those fires burning to our west. Those forest fires to our west, however, could get rained on, as some of the subtropical moisture will reach as far west as Utah, Nevada, and Idaho as well. So hopefully they'll get the benefit of these showers and storms in those wildfire areas. Temperatures and conditions will change extremely little. We're looking at highs 80s to 90s, nights 50s and lower 60s, and this will take us right on through the weekend and into the early portions of next week. We still see next week as another week, much like this week. Pretty warm, but no record heat. Afternoon and evening thunderstorms occasionally moving through. So be ready for an uptick in thunderstorm coverage today, Thursday, Friday. Maybe not as many thunderstorms, but still a few for the weekend. Thanks for listening to the Day Weather Podcast. We'll update you on Thursday.